Welcome back, our dear viewers, and our guest this evening. She's always inspiring lawyer with a lot of information regarding the law. Please welcome Ms. Almas Qammaz. She's a great lawyer. Welcome back, Ms. Almas. It's a real pleasure to have you tonight with us on Hala Kuwait.
Thank you. The pleasure is mine.
It's always a pleasure. So we're really wondering about reinstating and the main purpose of it regarding debtor imprisonment provision. Can you provide us with information regarding it, please?
Yes, sure. So the primary goal is to restore the authority of judicial judgments and to ensure that the enforcement of this law is effective. So basically the law specifically focuses on the solvent debtor, the one who is capable to pay but is refusing so. So this law is not focusing on the insolvent debtor, and meaning by insolvent the person who is incapable or not able to pay their debts.
Yeah, and that's also lead us to ask you about these strict conditions that can be, let's say, the enforcement judge can issue regarding an arrest or also detention order.
Yes, so the order can only be issued when these conditions are met, which are like a final and enforceable judgment or equivalent to execution deed that exists, or even it is proven that the debtor is solvent and is able to pay but is refusing to do so, as well as the debtor has been formally notified and given a grace period to pay but is refusing to pay.
Also, we are wondering about the strict conditions. We were talking about the strict conditions. I believe it leads us after the strict conditions. Also, people are wondering about the maximum duration regarding debtor, how can be held when it comes to civil detention.
Yes, so a total period of a civil detention for a single debt cannot exceed 6 months, whether that period is continuous or intermittent.
Some people, different cases, Ms. Almas, and thanks to you, you're always enlighten us about valuable information regarding the law. Some people, as you know, they confuse between, let's say, criminal inmates other than the debtor. So when it comes to a detained, is a detained debtor treated same as criminal inmate, or there is difference in the treatment?
Absolutely not. The law explicitly mandates that the civil debtor must be held in a complete segregation from the criminal inmates. So the detention facility must provide the debtor with the necessary means to repay their debts while imprisoned. So they will try to keep them segregated away from the real criminals.
Well, that's great. And also, when it comes to the legally exempt, especially, we're wondering who is legally exempt and cannot be detained under the new law. We'd like to know.
Yeah, so as you know, we are a humanitarian country, and this law includes several humanitarian exemptions focusing on debtors under the age of 21, over the age of 65, and even pregnant women and individuals who have conditions, health conditions, and they're not able, that makes imprisonment very hard for them or unsuitable, as well as individuals who are the sole caregivers. Let's say a woman that is a widow or a man that is a widow, or the other the partner is in jail, they will be exempt from detention.
And when it comes to let's not say exceptions, let's say or mention what happens specifically if a detained debtor proves they are genuinely insolvent. What can happen in this condition?
Yeah, so as you know, and I mentioned before, the law does not punish insolvency. Okay, if an arrest warrant is issued but the debtor proves their genuine insolvency to the competent department, the order must be revoked immediately, and the debtor must be immediately released from jail. So insolvent debtor can file a grievance to establish their status, by the way.
Well, that's really great, and such a great subject we're talking about this evening, Ms. Almas. And our viewers, please stay with us. We'll take a report now, then we'll be back with our guests, so please stay tuned. Welcome back, our dear viewers, and our guest this evening, Almas Qammaz. She's a lawyer, and we're back with her. Ms. Almas, welcome back, and such a great subject, as I mentioned before the report. And we're wondering also about 3 quick ways we'd like to talk about. So we'd like to know what are the 3 quick ways to debtor can avoid or terminate the detention. As they say, the prevention is a key to avoid any circumstances that can harm them later.
That's true. So the debtor can stop the arrest or secure immediate release at any time. Firstly, by paying the full debt, okay, that's a stated in the judgment. Secondly, providing a bank like guarantee or sufficient asset like collateral equal to the debt. And then arranging a settlement and installment plan approved by both the creditor and the enforcement judge. So in these ways, these are the 3 quick ways that a debtor can avoid a detention.
Definitely. And what's so special, our dear viewers, with Ms. Almas, mashallah, she always brings to us the latest updates regarding the Kuwaiti law and different sides of the law and different also examples. So we're also wondering, and we would like to ask you, the new detention order, like we'd like to know more about it regarding replacing the existing enforcement tools like travel bans. It's always a consideration for our viewers, especially people who are willing or planning to take a vacation outside of Kuwait and they're willing to travel.
Absolutely not. The new law does not revoke the old law. So the new detention measure is an additional powerful tool to pressure the solvent debtor. So it does not replace or lift the travel ban or any enforcement actions such as asset freezing or, as you mentioned, travel bans, which remains in full effect. It's just an addition tool to force the solvent debtor to pay his debts.
Well, that's really great. And also, we also have this information thanks to you. Like we know, like the new law address debtors who can try, or how does the new law address the debtors who can try to conceal their assets to avoid payments? It's also a conflict we need the solution for.
Yeah, well, you know, this law, when it was published, it was studied very accurately in regards to this matter. So the amendment grants enhanced powers to enforcement departments to investigate thoroughly the debtor's assets, including direct access to information with banks, properties, and investment holdings. So criminal penalties have been introduced to the ones who, like, they try to conceal their assets, and they will be punished like heavily within this law.
Exactly. So we're really thankful to you for the update and the new information you're sharing with us this evening. We would like to ask you one final question, and it's really important for all of us to know, and thanks to you again for raising awareness regarding it. We'd like to know, like, what is the single most important piece of advice from your behalf to both the creditors and debtors also under this new legal framework, so everyone could know it, please?
Yes, so my advice to the creditors: first, you must now focus on gathering your like evidence, clear evidence, like of the debtors' like solvency, like like you can show the courts how they're able to pay before applying for an arrest warrant, okay? And for the debtor, do not procrastinate, okay? So immediately engage with the enforcement department to negotiate a payment plan. Try to, if you're insolvent, try to prove that you're insolvent in order for you not to go through any arrest warrant or any, you know, mishaps that may happen in the roads, because as you know, the Ministry of Information now have RASID, and the information goes through RASID for them to get the travel bans, because now they are connected. So just take care and try to solve your issues as soon as possible.
Definitely, and thanks to your advices also, and thanks to you, Ms. Almas, for being this evening with us on Hala Kuwait, and wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors.
Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you for having me.
It's always a pleasure. The viewers, we just had with us the great lawyer, and always refreshing us with great information regarding the law, especially and specifically the new information regarding new laws. Thanks to Ms. Almas Qammaz, and now we would like to share with you our third report of the evening. Then we'll be right back. Stay with us.